Hey guys, what's up? It's Battle Beats here once again with another video.
It's battle, baby!
So we're going to be doing another beatmaker and rapper collaboration video today for you. I have got WN, Wyatt Newton, aka Backyard Fitness on YouTube. Me and Wyatt have been making an EP together to release on his channel, and it is finished and it is dropping on the 29th of February, so very, very soon. And what's really cool is I have entered this track into a competition. The competition is the Eternity competition by Cymatics, and it's all about using vintage, old school sampled sound. And what I'll do now is I'll take you to the screen and I'll show you how I made it. We started off with this sample, which is a lo-fi melody loop, which sounded super sweet. As you can see, I have chopped it up and resampled it, and because it's in D sharp minor, I took it down 3 steps, putting it into I think that's C. So this is the new sample that I chopped. So I just tried to give it a bit more life, make it a little bit funkier, because then the drums kick in and it sounds sweet. So as you can see, the beat sort of builds slowly with the drums coming in, and we've got a really nice top drum section. So what I did there was I tried to get as super lo-fi drums as I could, and you notice the hi-hats sound super lo-fi. And I've got a nice snare. It's a bit of a perky snare, I like it, it's really lo-fi. And then the snap. I added a nice bit of wet reverb / echo on there using the one knob by Waves. I actually got this free, which was super cool, on a special offer they were doing. So I'm really happy with that one. I've got a nice riser going into it as well, because I always like my beats to have a little bit of a drop sometimes. And I added some more one knob onto that, one knob wetter. And I also added some more echo, eighth notes. And then I wanted to add some bouncy drums, so when I brought the kick and the bass in, it's got some really nice groove. You just want to bounce your head. I just love it. Just super bouncy. And I knew as soon as I made this track, Wyatt would absolutely love it as well and jump on it and be sounding amazing. So once I had made some drums, I added some Juno shimmer. Now if you don't know what a Juno synth is, it's a really old school synth from the 80s, and I've got some presets that I purchased from some producer who's based out in Nashville. It's called Austin, and he sold Juno samples that he messed with. He added loads of different effects and things, and I just love the Juno shimmer sound that he made, because it just really cuts through and it just shines and it just fills that space when it's there, and when it's not there, it's like the beat almost sounds empty. And that's just playing something real simple. I think it's the same note. So yeah, I basically just got that one to play a higher and a lower note just to add a bit of contrast. I then also panned a bit of electric guitar, because I just love putting electric guitar in songs, because I can play it, so why not just add it? And that is using the CLA guitar plugin by Waves, and I use the DI Strat. These are my settings here. Lots of compression, treble and bass. Take the reverb out, a little bit of delay, and I make it a little bit wider here. And I've got it on the crunch setting. And as well, I've added the stock reverb, Silververb on Logic Pro X, and I've used a preset of mine that I made, which is a really big synth verb, and it modulates it a bit. The size is at 80, so you know it's a big one. Another cool thing about the bass is that the bass sound is a little bit like Stranger Things. It's got a Stranger Things sort of feel to it, which is super cool. So with lo-fi, you want to get a bit of nostalgia, and I thought I could have used a standard Reese bass or an 808 or real bass, but when I was just going through bass sounds, this one just sort of felt right. It just felt like I was going back to being a kid. It was super nice. I also added, for a bit of contrast to the melody, some synths from the Oberheim, which is a really epic synth from the 80s again. I kind of do love my 80s synths. They just sound great. The two sounds that I'm rocking are these ones. So together, with the whole sample and all the other melodies, it just sounds really nice. So it just gives it a bit of contrast, and it just keeps it interesting. I also used a really nice vocal loop that was on the Cymatics pack. So as you can see, I used two different vocal phrases to kind of make a bit of a hook, and I just put them one after the other, so it's 8 bars instead of 4, and they are just sounding great. I really like how these vocals turned out, and I love putting them on beats just to make it more of a song. Because the trouble is, being a producer, you sell beats, you make beats, whatever. They've got your name on, but half the time it says produced by, for example, producer name. Whereas I like to make songs, and I want to start releasing songs under my own name and have people featuring on them. So far I've got 2, the one with Jekyll and this one. I've got a couple others that I'm working on, so I hopefully in the near future will drop a nice EP or an album, we'll see how many I do, of just great songs that have got my name and other people featuring on it.
I don't believe I can, but my memory is my fate.
So yeah, that is sounding nice, and you won't be able to hear what it sounds like in the track until I play the full beat at the end. And I'll just give you a little sneaky peek of Wyatt's vocals.
Yeah. But my memory is my fate.
Yeah. With the voices it creeps in, eating without reason. Say I'm not needed, there's no point beat it. Leave it where you found it, easing like the doubting, surrounding. Yeah. Even if it's unfounded.
Yeah. Love that about Wyatt. He's just got such a, I don't know, I just don't know how to describe it, but he's just got such a calming, nice voice where, yeah, you could just listen to it. And a beat like this where it's chill, you sit on the couch with a beer, you with some friends around a campfire, whatever, just doing something super chill. You got my chill beat, you've got his really chill, inspirational words, and yeah, it's great. And also at the end of the song he does a bit of singing, which is great, and it just gives the whole track contrast. I've also taken some bits out for different parts when I arrange the tracks, so just to make it a bit more interesting. The sample does go all the way through, but it's just super nice. And yeah, I hope you liked it, guys. What's going to happen now is Wyatt is going to explain his reasons behind the track. He's just going to go deep into his process of writing. So yeah, hope you like it, guys, and I'll play the full beat at the end. Take care.
So I just watched the video with Battle and Jekyll and the thing they put together where it's like a producer meets a rapper. So I figured I would record a little bit of the process of like me creating a noir set and things of that nature for our producer rapper collaboration. Also, here's some of the track. I'll start somewhere around the chorusy bit. So you can hear what I'm talking about. Because as I'm setting up the set to get ideas, I'm definitely gonna have the track itself playing on repeat. That way I can get a good just a feel for like the emotion of it. As you can see, I'm already kind of dressed. I probably will always wear a snapback. If I had a fedora or a flat cap somewhere, I'd put it on, but we ain't got that. So let's go ahead and... Of course, Battle came in with the hot instrumental again. Yeah. Here, I'll tell you a little bit about the way I was writing to this, which actually, whenever you're doing some tracks, the writing comes faster or slower depending on whatever it is you're doing. Me personally, whenever I'm writing, what I'll do is like I'll play right from the end of like wherever the chorus is, so I'll start it somewhere right there, and then I'll start with like a first couple of bars. And then, whenever I'm writing, I'll do the first, like I said, feel the voice as it creeps in, eat in without reason, say I'm not needed, there's no point, beat it. So I'll get my first little section to writing, and then I'll keep playing that section over and over again until I decide how it fits nice and it sounds. The voice as it creeps in, eat in without reason, say I'm not needed. Whenever I have a section that I feel like, all right, that's a good amount, like maybe the first verse or something like that, I'll go ahead and I'll record that bit so that I don't lose the energy, because I find that sometimes if you record, like say I only wanted to record half of it, like this first verse, and then walked away from it and came back, more than likely I wouldn't remember the same energy and it wouldn't be coming out right, and I would just have to scrap the whole thing and delete it and then just start from there. Because it's really hard to recreate energy. Because you can write down the lyrics. You can put them, you know what I'm saying? You can put your lyrics in here, but you can't write down what type of inflection you're going to be putting on each word or where you're putting emphasis. That's only happening in the moment. At least for me. Everyone has their own style, like Jekyll was saying, but... Oh, the beautiful thing about working with a producer, especially somebody like Battle, is you can send the stems to that person, and if they're talented like him, they'll listen to what they've produced, and they may add something. He added more guitar in different sections, so like me and him will never end up with the same product, sending it back and forth, because that's the beauty of it. You have two brains working on the same project, and as I add something, that could get something jogged in his mind. He's like, you know what, we can put a little something here. And then whenever I hear that, I feel like, you know what, we could put a little something here. And it's like the puzzle pieces are just coming together. If you're working with somebody that is willing to cooperate and build something to the best of both of your abilities. But in this last part right here, after the second verse, I wasn't even meaning for this part to be in the forefront. I did like a high pitch singing where I was expecting it to be more in the background behind another section. But then whenever he got sent back, I saw that he had taken out the front section and then brought this to the forefront, which caught me off guard. And who am I to question if to other ears, multiple ears, people think that it sounds nice? Then, you know, I'm pretty self-conscious about my voice, but, you know, if other people hear it, multiple ears from multiple sources, and they think that something sounds awesome, then who am I to question it? Anyway, let's get into making a little noir set. I feel like we can make this cool. Decide not to give it the road down the slope. Creating a motherfucking mood. What you know about that? I'm like, add more boxes. Hell yeah.
I don't believe I can. But my memory is my fate.
without reason. Say I'm not needed, there's no point beat it. Leave it where you found it, easing like the doubting, surrounding. Even if it's unfounded, it'll leave you grounded. Memories I see counting. Every mistake, how can I believe what's amounted can be outweighed by the now then?
I don't believe I can. When my memory is my fate. I don't believe I can. When my memory is my fate.
All memories, friends or foe. Am I scared to just let go? Moments before you're at the end of your rope, you just lost every ounce of hope. You remember how far you have come, so you decide not to give in and roll down the slope unless it's a resolution to your woes. The doubt that held you back is smoked, and now you can finally be yourself and grow.